Okay. Maybe I should put more clothes on before I get in there. Yippee! Okay. I got one. All right, so Stream Elements is running. Hi, Ray. I almost just typed a comment to you. I am so not used to this. Hi, Patrick. How's it going? No offense, I am not going to try and say your name, like your screen name. It would not go over well. So basically, I've been playing with the whole Stream Elements thing since Paula's live, and apparently the 8-ball is working, even though it says that it's not. And then I really don't know what to put on here for commands, like at all. Ray, what commands and stuff did you set up for yours, or have you not done that at all yet? Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so no commands for you. Okay, that makes sense. I would still completely get tongue-tied over that series of numbers and crap. You have me. Yeah, I can't even figure out how to make you a moderator, so I guess we're going to hope that trolls don't show up. Actually, I made that way too complicated. You want to say hi, Charlie? He's like, put me down. Hi, Paula. I didn't mean to make you jump off of Lucretia's live. I was just playing. So, Paula, what are your favorite commands to have programmed in? As long as he doesn't start trying to give me hugs or become a parrot, I'm good. No, 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 just turn around. Just turn around. I was wondering because you had kind of disappeared from chat. So, Paula, what? Well, you're a mod and Ray's a mod. I could make Patrick a mod and then everybody will be a mod. But other than, or do you mean like mods for like the dropping links stuff? Would you please sit down? So no, we're going to give you hugs. The 8-ball is actually programmed in. So you can drop questions. It says that it's not. It keeps shutting it off, but then like when I go back and change something so I can hit save again, I was going to say that's all right. I don't know who all my mods are though. Okay. So it won't let me do merch yet. It will let me do tips, but I've got to figure out how to get into my PayPal account. Hi, RP Life. Can you remind me of your name? You have a fan club. Apparently his Tigger is looking at you. Okay. So another issue I came up with, Paula, I was playing around and I lost my... So when I go... No, don't do that. All right. So when I go to YouTube, I'm just going to get rid of that tab. And I search for another channel with me having... All right. So when I search for another channel, it doesn't, for whatever reason, give me... and I probably didn't share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at, huh? All right. Okay. I think I've got my screen shared, but there's a lag on... Hi, Juan. Hi, Cecilia. Ay. What did I do wrong on the whole screen sharing thing? Oh, okay. Okay. It's not letting me share the screen either. All right, y'all. So I guess my next question, how do I get it to let me share the screen? It says that the browser has it blocked. Is it going to force me to go to? Okay. Now maybe it'll let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so I figured it out. I didn't read. It popped up a thing wanting to allow or disallow. And I was thinking it was just wanting me to allow or disallow. Like if it was like in part of the message of if it wanted to share my screen or my just one window. And I didn't want to pick a window because I'm going to be jumping back and forth. So in doing that, it disallowed me from sharing my screen rather than. So anywho, like if I come over here, I've got the garbage link instead of the one that's nice and easy and says Van Life Rocks 2. So am I going to the wrong place when I'm trying to grab links? Because like I know when you on your links for like your exclamation point mods, that actually works. Like it just says, please don't fall. Do you know what I'm talking about, Paula? Oh. Because see, like I can go ahead and program it on this. Maybe. If I can get back to it. So like I can get that. Okay. You can drop links on your phone and get other people to see them. Because I can drop links on my phone too, but people can't see them. Well, unless it's Rayleigh Travels. For whatever reason, I can get them to show up. And see, I don't like all the garbage. I was going to say, and if you guys don't happen to know Ray before tonight, go grab his channel. He's going live at 9 p.m. Eastern, which I think is 6 p.m. Pacific? Maybe? Okay, and that's just going to drive me bonkers. So I'm going to go change that since I happen to have your link memorized. I hope that's channel. Although I think it might be user. Okay, so I'm not seeing anywhere that you dropped Paula's link, Ray. Juan, yes, I am using StreamYard. Patrick, what am I experimenting on you with? No. And I did go and try and track down an explanation on that as to why we can't drop links. The only thing I'm finding anything about is they're trying to help the Black community by censoring comments. I can see, can you see this colon? Yes, but I don't see a link after that. So Juan, at this point, I don't believe anybody can drop links except me. Hi, JNN Travels. Did anybody try? Okay, I'm going to try Ray again and see if I got the update fixed. So Paula, I guess what I am asking is, well, okay, and then can somebody check and make sure that link works? I can't click on it. All right, so Paula, how do you get the pretty links? Because I can only get pretty links on my phone. Oh, awesome. I just like got a white screen on my when I tried to. Oh, well. I don't know. Maybe that's the key. I just have to go look them up on my phone and type them in. So do you guys want to see how I do my thumbnails? Can I drop a link without that? I don't know. Why did it not give me a channel page? Oh, wait, you know what? That would just be easier over here. Okay, so I just dropped Juan's link. Can you guys see it? The problem with doing lives on a computer when I normally mod from my phone is definitely going to be that I don't have access to my links. Later, Paula. Oh, shoot. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. Um... So it's just been something that's happening the last 2 or 3 days, Juan. For whatever reason, it was, at first it was, at least where I noticed it, it was only in channels with pretty much everybody as a moderator or repetitively dropping links. Like at certain times, I was in a couple of channels that regularly shout people out and have people drop links. And they disappeared there, and then they disappeared on like just the regular hangout places, and then even in lives that you aren't normally dropping links. Like in Paula's live, I'll drop links for like products they're talking about from Amazon or whatever channels happen to be on the panel at the time. Well, that's not good because that was even from my account. So apparently that also has to be through StreamYard. Which is kind of frustrating because like it takes me 4 or 5 screens to get to a link on the computer. Okay, so now I entered this one through StreamYard. Can you see it? Okay, so it actually has to be through StreamYard then. Which is still really frustrating to me. I liked modding the way that I used to. So here's one thing that I was thinking about while Paula was looking for things. On the settings page, it was there was disallowing links, and it specifically said this won't stop you, your mods, or super users or something from posting links in live chat. So I don't know. I'm hoping it's just a glitch. I really am. All right. I'm going to stick my phone up in front of where chat is. And just for shits and giggles, I am going to show you guys how I do thumbnails, just for the hell of it, I guess. This was what I was supposed to be doing today, not this other stuff. I see Hi Homestead, but I didn't see anybody come in. Okay, so oh, and now it's thinking. So I went through and uploaded my shorts in like 2 or 3 batches. And I am basically down to all I need to do is do the thumbnails for them. And the way I do this, if I'm doing a series of something, like I typed out what I wanted my description to be. And this is actually, I didn't do this for the shorts because they're just so freaking short. Hi, Daryl or Sherry. I can't see you, but I saw somebody tag you, so I'm assuming you're there. So anyway, I just write out my descriptions in Google Docs, and then I can copy and paste into YouTube. And I do have to re-enter all the numbers. So the other day, I guess that was last night. When I was doing this, I was basically going through, I started at 36 because I'm going to get rid of some of the StreamYard, or not StreamYard, Stream Elements stuff. And just copied and pasted. That way I didn't have to redo all of the numbers either. But I'll go in. This is Pixabay, which is basically where I get my free what is it? It's free for commercial use, no attribution required pictures. And so, okay, I need to go back to details because I don't remember what this one was. It's a surprise every time when I get up in the morning and I look to see what I posted that day. Clarify your vision for the next year or 5. Okay, so I'm going to go to Pixabay. And I happen to know vision board type stuff is not at all here. Because I already did one on vision boards. So I'm basically going to pick one that is horizontal and related to whatever I'm doing. I do the free download. I don't pay for it, so I have to do the CAPTCHA. I download it. I do this through a keyboard shortcut instead of the copy because if you try and copy it into the video, it basically sits there and spins. Well, it doesn't, I guess it doesn't spin. It sits there and like, it's basically garbage. because it's trying to link it. So then I just paste that in over top. I come over here. I just for ease of use on this, I have kept the I've kept them all in one file. And this is I think it's Google Slides. And this is going to completely throw this off because I did the wrong one next, but that's okay. Then I'm going to upload the next one, and that's the only one from today, so that's going to be the next one. And I have this on, and I can move that down. If you look over at the corner image, that's what's going to show on the thumbnail, because I have the slide size set to 16 by 9. Where did I find that? Oh, document details. Oh, no, that's... Oh, page setup. So it's just set to 16 by 9, which is what they want. I'm going to X out of that so I don't change anything. And then, and I'm sorry, guys, I am not watching chat right now because I had to take my phone down. I come to the last one that I did. Keyboard shortcut Control C after it's highlighted. I come over here, Control V, move it to where I want it on the screen. Come up here. I change it to some sort of colors that fit with the image. And I'm constantly watching over here on the corner, because if I can't read it in the little version, it's not going to be something I can actually see on YouTube. That might just be because I do YouTube on the phone. I don't know. Now, one thing I have found that helps for visibility on this, in format options, I can do drop shadow. So there are actually drop shadows on this that I can, so like I just took the blur off of it, so it gives a black back behind it. And that's just a smidge light up at the top, but if I drop it down, I can see it better. You can change the colors on drop shadow. Black and the grayscale seem to work best. If it doesn't work at all with that, I typically just take it off. And then that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to do File, Download. I download them in JPEG because nobody told me what I should download them in. So I didn't really, that's just what I did. Come back over to YouTube. Upload the thumbnail. Again, it's in today, so click Save. And then the one for December 31st is good to go. So I am going to flip back over to StreamYard now. And I'm going to scroll back. And I use the Google Suite for everything just basically because it's free. It was something I already used. Before this, before I no longer had access to Google's, or before what was it? PowerPoint? Like when I was in school, that's what I always used for my photo editing. Hi, Michael and Bella. Why are we washing our hands? So Tracy, that's pretty much how I do all of my thumbnails. I will typically do a different slide file for each major show, like major video that I post. I'm putting all of the shorts into one file just because it made sense. I'm doing those in series because, quite frankly, I don't think about uploading to YouTube every day. I don't, maybe I like shorts. It has boosted my views. So that's actually working really well for me because my views went up even though nothing's gone viral. So then YouTube is boosting my other videos as well. I do all of, well, okay, I take that back. On most of my regular videos, I am actually letting YouTube do my thumbnails. I'm just not doing them because I don't want to. I guess my thought on that is I figure if I'm going to put off posting a video based on my thumbnail, it's better for me to post the video with no thumbnail and let YouTube put a thumbnail up. If that makes sense. And as far as simplifying thumbnails in general, I always typically use the same one or two fonts that are not quite just square block fonts, but they're still highly visible. I'm saying a whole lot. I'm sorry, guys. I am trying to watch that in my videos as well. The other thing, here, okay, would you quit doing that? Yes, I talk to my computer on a regular basis. Okay, so all right, so like on this one, I've just, literally my shorts, in case you guys haven't seen them, are less than 10 seconds long. So I haven't really had a need to move them over here, but I am doing the closed captioning on the other videos. And basically, and of course it's didn't. Yes, I want you to show me that screen. And of course now you guys probably can't see what I'm oh dear. StreamYard. Okay. All right, so like on the teriyaki chicken, I typed all of this in here Um, this center part with the disclaimer about not being a medical professional, I have saved in another file as well. And then these hashtags are typically on every one as well. I copy that into the description. And then once I go over to do the captions, which takes a couple hours for them to populate these days, I just do a Control A to select it all, Control C, and then I come over here, Control V it. I type, or I like edit it in here. I take out all of the ums so it doesn't match perfectly. I put them into logical sentences even. And then I basically do the exact same thing, only I highlight this instead of Control A and paste it back into the closed captioning screen, hit save, and then they're there. So Tracy, I actually do all of my editing on my phone. I did buy InShot on a Black Friday sale for $30. I don't know what the normal price is. But it's just a one-time pay thing. You can add clips and things. I do all of my recording on, well, okay, so I actually run 3 different phones. But so I've got the phone that actually works as a phone with text and phone and has a lot of stuff. I've actually been recording on it lately. I have this phone, which I call my YouTube phone. It was basically bought as a spare phone just for me to use for YouTube. It's got a 128 gig card in it, but I'm winding up with problems in that it doesn't save things to the card. So I got a few videos done and then it was saying it was out of space when I went to like process it through InShot so I could upload it. I am all Android. I don't do Apple. Actually, I do apples, but the kind from the grocery store. And Ray helped me the other night figure out how to actually add tags on my phone, which is nice. So during the week, we go week on, week off with the kids. And on the weeks that my kids are here, my daughter usually has my computer for school because she typically uses her drawing tablet instead of her Chromebook from the school because she doesn't like those. So she's hooked up to this computer, so I need to be able to basically do everything from my phone. And the only thing I haven't figured out how to do is set it as a premiere. So I will literally run to her room on one of her breaks or something and say, hey, can I just get into this real quick? But like, if you see me moderating a chat, that is all on my phones. I do have YouTube Premium, which allows me to click off of a stream without losing the stream. Hi, Maggie. You totally have this, Tracy. And feel free to message me or send me an email if you have issues with it. Because, yeah, I mean, it's one of those, Before I started on YouTube, I literally went months without using my computer because I didn't have a need to. It was just easier when I had this in my hand already. I could just and see, that's one of those, I would like to get a GoPro, but I'm sort of in that situation where, do I really need to at this point? It's a fun hobby, but I'm not making money on it at this point. I can up my game on other things first before I think I need to up the quality of the video that I'm taking, if that makes sense. As far as getting video from your GoPro to your phone, that one I don't know. I have a project. I got my grandma a digital photo frame, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out how on earth to compile photos onto a card that's not in a device, because without just taking, if I take the card out of here, then I don't have the photos from here to put on there. I don't have the, I suppose I could compile them all on my computer, but like I said, I'm not a huge fan of working on the computer. I do my budget on the computer. That's about it. Hi, Maggie. I don't know. Does anybody have any questions? I didn't really, I was literally just coming on here to play with Stream Elements. And the last few times I've done a live, there was literally no one watching. So if you guys have questions, I can answer or try to answer, or maybe Ray can answer later. Well, and Ray, that's one of those, it's like I keep seeing people say, oh, well, I bought this program or that program. I mean, shoot, I was using InShot before I paid for the version that doesn't have the watermark on it. And, you know, it's one of those, okay, if I can do it without costing anything, I'd rather do it that way. Hey, if you put it on the screen, it makes it bigger too. Yeah, but with the GoPro, you need the computer. For the grandkids, family when it started, and by no means do we make money either, and definitely not the quality to get free stuff either. Yeah. And, you know, would it be nice to get monetized? Yeah, that's fine. This is really just kind of, at various times this year, it has been something to kind of keep me on some sort of a schedule. I mean, right now I'm literally, most nights I'm up till 3:30 or 4. I'm not getting up in the morning, and I don't go anywhere. So what do I have to do all day? I avoid doing laundry. Thanks, Keely. See you later, Juan. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to guess that there is, Tracy. I just bought an adapter for, no, the kids moved it. Like I just bought an adapter so that I could hook, and I don't have that phone, but the new phone to our projector. so that we can watch movies like on a bigger screen. So what was my why? I was frustrated. So if you've watched pretty much any of my videos, you'll realize that the main reason the main sort of theme through my posts is that kind of how I deal with things in relation to histamine intolerance, which I was diagnosed with last fall, I think October. And that was during a meeting with a functional doctor that was way too short to actually cover everything I needed to know type of situation. Her appointments are, I don't know, half an hour or an hour long. And so it was like, to cover everything, part of what, there were some things she's like, Google the low histamine diet and work off of that. And then, message me how it's going to follow up. And so I did that. And I started watching YouTube videos. And basically what most of them said was just stop eating. I don't know how many times I saw that. It was like, just, I do the best when I just don't eat. Or, eat one food a day and just deal with the symptoms. I didn't like those responses. And the best advice I actually got with that was to pick one food from each category. The problem with that is whoever's channel that was, they disappeared. I was never able to find that video again. And silly me, I hadn't saved it. But there was very little to no information for people. And the way I have kind of structured our household, I definitely use the pantry principle. I am used to having 2 or 3 months worth of food in the house at a time. So go buy groceries every day isn't really, number one, I hate to shop. Absolutely hate to shop. People think I'm crazy. I haven't been grocery shopping. I take that back. I had to go get water a couple weeks ago. We get the 5-gallon refill jugs. That was my grocery shopping for probably the first time in the last 5 or 6 months. Instacart just delivers all of my stuff to my door most of the time. See you later, Ray. I missed that. But yeah, so once I was off work and wasn't doing a whole lot, there wasn't much to do other than actually start researching. Because once the hives had originally gone away, there wasn't a whole lot. I got in a rotation where I would fix the same 2 or 3 meals. Hi, Miss Pinga. Do you want to come up? You guys want to meet my other cat? Whee! But yeah, so my main why is I wanted people to have more information. I found a couple of really good groups on Facebook, and it was one of those things where they continually get the same, sorry, sweetheart. They continually get the same questions over and over again. And I answer the same questions over and over again because I know at one point I was in that spot. But it's not because a lot of them weren't looking for answers elsewhere. It's just because there's not a whole lot of answers out there. Histamine intolerance and MCAS aren't really acknowledged by the medical community to some degree. So information's kind of hit or miss, and a lot of stuff is contradictory. So, and food ideas, I wanted people to find ideas on what to cook or how to cook so that it was something that they might be able to eat without being told, just don't eat. Yes, she is wanting food. So I will probably hop off here at 6 o'clock, guys. Yeah, and everyone is different, and there's so many variables with histamine intolerance. Like in my research this spring, well, actually, so Dr. Angela had mentioned MCAS as a possible root cause last fall. I was already somewhat questioning PCOS just based on some of my symptoms as a root cause. So I've looked into those. Hi, Kathleen. Through the course of the spring and summer as well. And once I started implementing some strategy to get in control of the MCAS, a lot of my histamine intolerance issues have drastically reduced. But it's still one of those things. I still have to manage diet. And if people don't know how to manage the diet, don't know how to adjust for things, there's really no resources. One thing I'd like to go back through on the recipes is like give options. There's a couple different things. Like I'm sensitive to lectins, which is an MCAS thing. But there's a couple other things that people have issues with, and I'd like to kind of rate them on those as well instead of just low lectin and low histamine. But you know, one of these days. Yeah, pretty much, Tracy. And I think that's one reason I have done now. So I do have some history with like SEO and that kind of thing historically, because I put together the website from back when we had a candle business, and my family's always kind of been on the techie. We've been on the techie side, but at the same time, we are not like the cutting edge technology people either. We know the tricks to make things work. But over the years, I'd picked up a lot of SEO information when we were dealing with that. So between tags, descriptions, I do keyword research. I don't necessarily do that the same way a lot of people do. But yeah, so at least for the foreseeable future, I'm going to kind of keep that theme. So I'm sorry if it's annoying to those of you that are going, why does she keep talking about this? That's why. Just because hopefully it helps somebody figure out a better way to eat so they don't have issues. And is there anybody going on at 6 p.m. Eastern? We can totally do a raid if you guys want to. And I guess I should just say right now, my understanding of Friday, I do believe Roy and Becky are saying they are still going to go live. They are planning a premiere after that. My white chicken chili premiere will happen after their premiere, and then I think my plan is to go live until the top of the hour. If that makes sense. That's a long string of stuff. Yikes. Sorry, I was just looking to see if anybody else is live or going live. So we could raid Nursing Our Travel Bug, Burning Up the Roads, Red Ruby Sky, Off Kilter Homestead, F&A Van Life. Good grief, everybody's live tonight. Change your diet how? Yes, white chicken chili. It was actually, so before I found out I had issues, I was starting to get into the whole meal prep thing, and I bought this book. My recipe is heavily adapted from hers, like half the ingredients are missing. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm surprised Meet Kevin isn't live. That's odd. I guess it is Sunday, isn't it? I was supposed to go to the house at 1. Yeah, it's only been, what, 8 months now? Okay. So give me a minute. I will find the link for F&A Van Life since you guys can't drop links anymore. And I can't even drop links from my phone. That drives me bonkers. Oh, Sugar Shacks.
I have to do numbers on.
Sorry, guys. All right, so here is the link for F&A Van Life. And I was going to say, feel free to stop by. I'll post the video on laundry on Tuesday and then white chicken chili Friday. I'm not dressed up, Erin. I just put a tank top on. And you just caught us in time for a raid. Yeah. I was going to say, it'll be interesting to see what they wound up with. So, and one other thing, guys. I'll figure out how to do the pinned links thing. Remember, Ray is going live at 9 p.m. Eastern. My premiere is not tonight. My premiere is Tuesday or Wednesday. That one's not shot yet. The last 2 weeks has been Wednesday after Camping Therapy's premiere. But Ray is going live at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight on Van Life Rocks. So hopefully I will see you guys there. Otherwise, I will see you over at F&A Van Life in just a minute. Sorry, Erin, but it looks like I'm going to be doing this more often, so maybe next time. If you want to see how I do my thumbnails, we did discuss that earlier. You're right, Kathleen. I should have asked him why on earth he put it at 9:10. Because you know he has a reason for that. I just don't know what the reason is. But it works because Roots and Refuge typically runs over, so. Anyway, I will see you guys over at F&A Van Life. Otherwise, I will see you Tuesday for my premiere. I guess I'm locking myself into that now. So I'll see you guys later. And thanks for coming.